Oh, to boldly go. You can guess, yes, I am a Trekkie, and I'm proud of it. I want to take this opportunity to tell you about myself and how Star Trek influenced who I am today. I know it sounds kind of geeky, but that's exactly the way I want it to sound. In case you don't know, Star Trek is a television science fiction series. They have several different series that have come out. Does anyone in the room not know what Star Trek is? You don't know the show Star Trek?
Haven't really seen it.
Okay, so some of the things I say you might not catch on to, but I'll probably buy you a series for Christmas. So here we go. So basically it's a team of Starship members travel through space in search of new life and adventure. Adventure really being the key, and that's kind of the backbone of who I am today. Along the way, they face challenges that kind of mirror what we may face today in our society as well. So that's kind of the appeal of the show. I would not be standing here with you all if it wasn't for my parents' decision to leave India and boldly go to Canada, where no one in their family had gone. This sense of adventure and risk has helped me realize that nothing in life is handed out on a silver platter. The only way to get through life's ups and downs is to be tolerant and accepting of each other. My parents have always been a great inspiration to me. Sorry, I didn't realize I'd get emotional. But my brother is one who really got me to watch Star Trek and love it. Mostly because he was 3.5 years older than me, or if you ask him, 4 years older than me. My brother and I are really close, but more like a Captain Picard and Q kind of a relationship. We took turns testing each other, but when push came to shove, we always knew that the other would be there when we needed it. So if you don't know, again, Q would always run over to see Captain Picard whenever he was in trouble. And he was always curious about humanity. He was an alien being. And he would always strive to figure out what made us tick as humans. So my brother and I have always kind of pushed each other to, do better and be the best that we can be. So needless to say, watching Star Trek wasn't really about the show. It was the fact that I got to spend time with my brother. The relationship we have today is because of those endless hours of imagining how life will one day be in the future. Not to mention, I always know that there's a Earl Grey hot waiting for me when I need it. So the fictional world of Star Trek. There's no poverty, there's no need for money. Basically, everyone's striving to be better human beings. We haven't reached that future yet, where money is no longer required and poverty is eradicated, but I really feel like we'll get there soon. My work today as a human resources professional, I see the potential that people have and the tolerance and acceptance as that they show towards each other in the midst of diversity. And yes, I see a lot of crazy, horrible things as well, but they definitely don't outweigh the good. There is never a straight path when traveling the stars, and often we get diverted to nearby planets. I didn't always plan to work in HR. I actually didn't know what I wanted to be when I grow up. Shocking, I know. I didn't have a plan that, I want to be an astronaut or I want to be a zookeeper. I had no clue whatsoever. I grew up in Fort McMurray and I was just happy to play soccer and do my thing. The one thing I knew for sure was that I wanted to be the best human I could be. in that off chance that I encounter a new civilization. So my path that took me to becoming a human resources professional working in this building at Fluor, Canada, was basically going to university, getting into sociology because I love people and humanity, and that was one of the humanities there to study, and then realizing that I did not want to do this at all. So to my father's dismay, I actually dropped out of university. I dropped out of U of A and decided I didn't need a degree. I could go out and do whatever I wanted and, again, boldly go and see what happens. So that's my sense of adventure there for you. I ended up following my brother here. He moved from Edmonton to Calgary, and so I followed him here to Calgary and started working different temp jobs. And basically ended up deciding that, no, I got to go back to school and get my degree. And so I did do that. And that's kind of the gist of what I'm trying to say, is that there's no straight path. And that's what Star Trek's taught me. And just be the best human you can be and live long and prosper.
Present you with the icebreaker ribbon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for theming that to Star Trek. That was excellent. Can we have 1 minute for evaluations, please?